When you are in love, you don't think. When you do this, you don't think. You feel.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, done.
That's the only thing I can say now.
Yes.
Hi guys, I'm in the Netherlands and today I'm gonna meet Mr. Wim Hof. For those who don't know who he is, he's known as the Iceman. He holds a couple of Guinness records and one of the most noticeable of them is that he can stay in ice cold water for more than 1 hour. So he has his own method. He's called the Wim Hof method, and I decided to pay him a visit, and because I've been practicing his method for a while, and I want to speak with him to get some more details about his method and also to make an ice bath with him. So check it out. Okay guys, I'm sitting here with Mr. Wim Hof. Thanks for accepting me, the Iceman. Now let me introduce myself, because you checked my Instagram before, but I think I need to share my my experience with your method and how I found out about it. So the story is like this. I've been doing bodybuilding for almost my whole life. Then at some point I had so many injuries, like from overuse, like a tendon injuries, like cartilage injuries. So I couldn't do it anymore. And I made 5 surgeries through the years since 2015. And then, because I couldn't do it, because it was my life, I had to stop, and I went into a deep depression. So I wasn't sharing about it with my followers, with my fans and everything. Because at that point I wasn't feeling strong enough to share it. Yeah. Because I was in one deep black hole, so I didn't care about anything, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so at some point I started feel more stronger, and I started doing a little bit of exercise again. So I felt stronger mentally. So I decided that this is the time that I share about my what I went through. So I posted one video on YouTube about the past 5 years and what I went through. So I had a massive response from the fans, from the people that know me from before, and there were many comments about, why don't you try the Wim Hof method? Whoa. It was last year, so I didn't know what the Wim Hof method is. Yeah, so I did some research. So this is how I found out about your method. So I started doing it. And I found out some good benefits of it, and I'm gonna share about my benefits, and then you're gonna say about, is it like this? So, no, now, in the beginning I didn't know how to do the breathing, because I accept everything as a challenge. This is who I am. I need challenges in my life. So the first thing I found out was the ice, the ice bath. So yeah. I started doing it. So I started progressing. I found out that during my life, during all these years that I couldn't do bodybuilding, I couldn't progress. So I need progress in my life. I need to wake up and strive for progress every day. So I started progressing in your method. Then I found out the breathing. So when I found out what is the right way to do the breathing, I started using it as some tool to become in peace. Let's say if I have anxiety, I do the breathing and boom, it's gone. I found out one more benefit. Okay, we know about the benefit that it recovers faster. So every time I do it, it's probably after the workout. But I found out that it can burn fat. And it is scientifically proven that there are some brown fat cells. There are not many brown fat cells. But this method, it can burn fat, these brown fat cells. Now you tell me, what are the benefits, the proven benefits of your method?
You said in the beginning about the problems with the tendons and the cartilage.
Yeah.
This is really good for tendons development to make them stronger. Absolutely a lot stronger. You don't see a lot of muscle here, but you will see how powerful I am later.
Yeah.
That is the tendons. The tendons through the cold, they really shrink because the vascular system, the veins and all, the blood flow goes a lot better into the condition, the optimized condition of the muscular tissue, so the muscles and the tendons. Now, when the tendons become stronger, you don't need as much muscle to have the same strength, and better. You will see. This will be a result if you keep on training, that your tendons become, that you will be able to pull more.
Yeah.
Because your tendons, they have to pull.
Yeah.
And so that is one. Cartilage. Cartilage in the bones, and in, for example, rheumatoid arthritis, people with conditions like that, that is autoimmune disease, they damage the cartilage because of inflammation. And inflammation, normally they take medicines and pills, and there is no other way. But this method has proven itself to bring down inflammation very effectively within 15 minutes. So that is inflammation, and inflammation is actually cause and effect of injuries, of low percentage inflammation, injuries, lesions, disease, depression, and all. And now we can bring it down. So not only good for performance, but also good to prevent and heal from disease. This is shown in the science. So that is just breathing. Wow, what is this? Breathing exercises, these breathing exercises train, exercise a body more than somebody who is running.
How do they do it? What are the mechanisms?
The mechanism is very simple. If you do this like 30 times, then the carbon dioxide, the CO2 goes out, pH level, alkalinity goes up. When that happens, then the veins inside the body is 100,000 kilometers in everybody of everybody. It is veins, arteries, and capillaries. They are contracted to the extreme. When pH level goes up and soreness or acidity, CO2 goes down, then the veins all contract, because we have millions of little muscles in the vascular system, the blood flow system. And to contract and to open, you need muscle action. But those muscles normally never are trained, exercised. Because we always are wearing clothes, nice and warm, never go into the cold. And now we do this. So when we do the breathing exercises, which in the cold you take out, this is what you do. This means you are influencing the biochemistry inside. This has direct influence on the blood composition, the chemistry inside, and becomes stronger. And now what we do is bringing up the pH level, by which the contraction of the veins, arteries, and capillaries, the muscle action is exercised. And then when we hold the breath, after exhalation, then in the most primitive part of our brain, it's telling after 1 minute or 2 minutes, hey, it's not breathing, it's dangerous. Then boom, 5 times more blood will be flushed into the heart and into the brain. That is one. This was never been shown. We showed this in science. And then another one is that the adrenaline. That the adrenaline spikes at that moment, because the body's in danger. You're not breathing. That to the primitive muscles, or brain is a signal to send out a spike of adrenaline to survive. Nothing is going on because the pH level is just nice, beautiful. But for the very primitive brain, it is like dangerous. Because animals do not, if they stop breathing, then that's dangerous. And we are still, for the primitive brain, we are still animals.
Yeah.
You know, this is the oldest part of the brain. And then the adrenaline spikes at that moment twice as much, when you do the breathing, twice as much than somebody who goes for the first time into a bungee jump.
That's interesting.
That is, the breathing exercise is really powerful.
Yeah. What is there a right way to do it? I mean, if you do it every day, if you don't do it every day, if you don't do it regularly, let's say you do it once a week, are you going to have the same results?
The result is that you have control over your mind, over anxiety, that you cleanse yourself. Because if you do the gas exchange, it goes into the blood, and that goes into the lymphatic system, the deepest of the system. All the liquids in the body are being cleansed. The pH level goes up, and that means cleansing of acidity, soreness, biochemical residue. It's all cleansed through doing this. So we can function maybe without doing these breathing exercises nicely, but when you have because of stress of the world every day, you get a chemical residue inside, then it will affect the quality of your life. So if you do this breathing, I say once a day in the morning on empty stomach, 20 minutes, then the rest of the day the pH level is clean, is nice, and that makes your body functioning just better.
So you recommend to be done in the morning on empty stomach? On
empty stomach, and for the rest, whenever you feel anxiety or disease coming up, flu or inflammation or mood disorder or fatigue, do the breathing.
Yeah, this is what I'm doing.
Yes.
But let's say I prefer to do it after workout.
Very good.
Because you know the athletes, they do this for years. And they do it after the workout. This is because of fastest recovery and to turn the inflammation down direct after the workout.
Bifunctional.
Yeah. To me, let's say, I found out that if I take a quick cold shower in the morning, it just wakes me up.
Yeah.
Like not more than 2 or 3 minutes.
Yes.
But after the workout, I do the ice bath. Yeah, I can stay calm in the water.
Wow.
But, you know, with the ice shower, I'm like this because the water is moving. Yeah.
Yes.
So I use it just to wake up really quick and start moving, because you know that this thing actually speeds up the metabolism. Yes. Because you know the body is cold and it needs to be warmed up.
Yes.
So our bodies start to burn calories to warm the normal temperature of the body.
Absolutely. Beautiful application you took.
Yeah,
natural.
The thing is that, you know, you have probably many followers, so they follow strictly the way that you do it. But I do it, let's say, my way.
Yes.
I implement it into my lifestyle, my way of living, and the way I do things. But as I said, I need challenges in my life. Yeah. So let's say if I go and do ice bath every day for 10 minutes, to me it's not a challenge, because 10 minutes at some point it's too easy. You know? Do we need to do it progressively, or do we need to stay, let's say, on 10 minutes?
Yeah, no. I do like not 10 minutes, like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. But when I want a challenge, that is to challenge my mind. When I go into the icy water, for example, or lift weights, or do splits, being very flexible, challenging. Oh, what do you want to learn? I want to learn the split like this.
Yeah.
Then I have to work on it. Like from here, I go there, oh, split. Wow, yeah, nice, accomplished. It's the power of your mind. You are exercising the power of your mind. It's not about the split, it's about the mind, discipline. So we learn about how to improve the neurology in the muscle of the brain.
Yeah.
And today, 10 minutes is no problem for you. Today we go 25 minutes. You and
Good.
me.
So far my record was 20 minutes.
20?
Yeah, 20 minutes. So, but I was doing in a tub, you know, and the temperature is not so cold.
Ah.
So once I went in the river, the temperature was very cold, like probably 1 degree.
Yeah.
And
then
I said,
flow away.
And flow away. And I said, I'm gonna stay for 20 minutes here. No, I couldn't. Like 12 minutes, and I was shaking. I was shaking, and then I needed like 1 hour to get warmed up. You know, I was very close to hypothermia. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that it's probably not healthy. So I don't recommend do it this way.
This is for challenging the mind.
Yeah, but I want to challenge myself every day. That's the thing. Because to me, life is about progress.
Yeah.
It has always been.
For me too.
And if I lose my ability to progress, I feel like I'm not living.
Gotcha. Lazar, let me tell you, with so many followers, your purpose of your life is not only to have a great body and to enjoy life and to show others discipline and consciousness how to live the life to the fullest. It's not that. It is that you are inspiring others, so many more people. That is a great responsibility. You are a person who is a teacher. You are a great teacher. And therein you should have your body and your mind well exercised to bring tranquility inside. But the most important thing is that you teach others to get away from depression, to get into the quality of life and live to the beauty of the soul and the light. That is your real work. That is part of your subconscious. That's the way you are built. And that wants to live like a flower wants to flower, not to stay there. No, wants to go and there be. And so the bees, the whole life is able to flourish therefrom and to make the honey and to make the life and to be part of the nature. Your position is being a great teacher, and you are the one who went, whoa there, and then whoa there, and now coming back. Do remember that your body is a great place, and you would be able, I could challenge you. I could challenge you saying, in January, I got a couple of friends who I trained. They are going to climb Kilimanjaro in 24 hours. And in short, that's going to be cold, but you are fit, I know it. And you need a challenge of the mind, you can do that, man.
I hope I survive that.
No, you will survive that. And these are good guys, and very humble guys, and very creative guys. Can show you, and can bring you in contact. That could be one of the challenges for your personal understanding of how the power of the mind is working. Because in the end, it is the power of the mind is there to be exercised until you, as in your purpose, are able to serve the best to humanity, to the world, to the universe, to the soul. And that is where there is no fear, there is no anxiety there. And until the anxiety is still there, it means it's a signal from the subconscious saying you got to go for more control, more or deeper control. There is more to gain for you because you are built to be a great teacher. That's who you are. I saw stuff of you coming from there, enjoying life to the fullest and amazing and this and that, and look, life is beautiful, I'm here, self-conscious and all, and oh, there you get the first big lesson that any teacher gets that. You got to fall before you climb, for real, consciously. Consciously means neurology, and that neurology is then developing for the real one, and that one is coming. So the challenge today, let's go for a nice little challenge, but don't be worried. You always are equipped to take on the challenge. Be at ease with it. You feel you want to be challenged inside, and then something is coming, an idea, and then you are not ready at that moment, but you are ready to take on the journey to realize, to manifest that idea. And on the way, you develop.
Yeah.
And then the mind is in control, and once you did it, you see, or a next challenge, or you say, I did it all, it's okay. I maintain my body, I maintain my mind now, I'm going to help the people. How? With good messages, because there were so many problems people face, and I didn't look into it because I was more involved with me and my instrument, which is the mind and the body. But now I'm going to be more, hey, tell me, what is what you see? Where do you think I can help you? And then you will see so much will be coming in. And then you have the answers because you went from there, and back. And they are somewhere struggling. And you are able to give an overview and to pull them out by themselves. And yes, so challenges, I challenge myself every day. If I feel I need a challenge, I do it. I just do it. I can go into the ice, say very long. I'm 62. I go in the ice over an hour easy. And you know, that is the power of the mind. And that power of the mind is incredible. But we are all built different. You got a great body. I don't look like that, but I'm strong because I exercised my mind inside. And that is to me the ultimate. And I admire you in what you do. And we are here together to exchange and to get on a step onward. It's very boring to go where we already have been. Yes. So today I want to challenge you, and you challenge me to go into the unknown, because then we feel like we go, oh, it's new. When something is new, oh, what is it? Curiosity. It's neurology. It's the power of the mind. I want to see something new today with you, because you are a good guy.
Okay. I'm going to show you something new today. And I accept your challenge. So you mentioned that at some point of our lives, we need to become teachers, because I think this is the normal evolution of a human.
Yes.
And I went through it, but I can say that, let's say 6-7 years ago, when I was the most popular, I wasn't thinking that much about helping others. I was creating a big ego, and this is because people from the social media, they are building my ego. When you're reading good comments, you think you're the best.
Dopamine,
right?
dopamine.
Yeah.
You go.
So this in these times, this is creating problems and depression in people. Let's say if you don't get these people's approval on social media, you feel like you're not the same anymore, and you need time to realize it. But youngsters, they don't realize it. They don't have teachers.
Oh.
They just admire
some
guys that have more likes, that have better bodies.
Yeah.
So I can say that this is a problem because they don't listen at the right people.
Yes, it's all about selling and buying and get more power and all.
Yes.
But you are the teacher now because you have gone through that profane reality, which is based on having more likes and more, with that more power, more money, more fame and all that. it's boring at a certain moment, because we as human beings have a mind inside, a brain that wants to evolve, that wants to grow. They say in science, we are able to control 16% of our brain. But I've been showing that we are able to control 100% in brain scans. So that is the true reality. But we live in a reality where power, money, more likes is the Valhalla, and it is not. So you teach right now, because of having been there, the best of the best of the best, and then getting down and getting back up and show the real thing to the youngsters, who will not then fall in the same trap.
The thing is
that is love.
The thing is that youngsters sometimes they don't listen to you, because if you are old, they don't look up into you anymore. They look up into younger guys. But the thing is that old guys, they have the experience. They were already doing this thing.
Yes.
And the society is trying to make us consumers.
Yes.
So they are trying to promote the good lifestyle. So you strive for this.
Yes. And
they want you to consume more stuff.
It's absolutely true.
And there's another thing.
Yes.
You have to been through this thing. You have to been through being popular, being rich, to see that this is not the good thing, you know.
Yes.
This is not the best thing.
Yes, exactly. So what I teach people is to be the best within themselves. So what I say, through science, no speculation, no doubt, it's facts. It is a fact that we have much better possible control over our hormonal system, immune system, energy systems. All the systems, the hormonal system is about dopamine, cannabinoids, opioids, adrenaline, serotonins. That means you are able to control all you need to be happy, to be okay, to have a mood control in the depth, which doesn't make you a consumer because you need something from the outside. You are in control here and now over that. This is what I teach. That number two, the immune system, the health. We could not control inflammation. That's why we have pills and doctors, etc. We are dependent at the moment when we get sick or depressed. And now I say, no, we have a much deeper possible control over the immune system that makes us in charge over our own health. That is what I give to young people. Young people like me because they see this is no bullshit. This is real. And he is doing all kinds of, he's 62, he's jumping like a young man, and he's doing crazy stuff. I train with the best of the world. Last week, with the strongest man of the world, I was training. And they say, I'm a legend. And I teach them, these people in the prime of their time, 500 kilos and all that. And I teach them. I also can pull 200 kilos. So, things like that. You don't see it, but it's there. Because I am in control over the energy systems. The energy systems is how to control the energy coming, molecules, ATP, adenosine triphosphate, mitochondria. It's in the cell. How to, just by breathing and using the mind, I'm able to enter into the energy system, and that makes me able to, how much energy do you need? Do you need to climb the Kilimanjaro in one day in shorts? That means you got to battle in a place where there is no oxygen or less than the half, and it is very cold, and you have to go up very fast. Can you do that? Yes, I got the energy to make that happen. And I control that through my mind, saying, I'm going to do the Kilimanjaro. Then directly the mathematics inside is being done. They know what it is. High mountain, less oxygen, very cold. It commands the neurology of the body, which is in connection with the hormonal system and the vascular system. And it makes the calculation, and it comes back, hey, here's speech, okay, confidence. And then I say, I already know before I go that I will succeed. I've been training that principle so many times. That's why I have 26 world records and all these things, and much more challenges done, because I always go with my conviction, with my feeling of peace from the inside. When I say, I'm going to do now 63 minutes into the icy water, and I feel it, I check, comes back, all right. Because when you make decisions, you got to think a little bit. It's not only thinking, it's going into the gut.
Yeah.
And then you get, yeah, okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
That's the way. So this is what I teach the youngsters. I teach them how to be, hey, you can have control over your mood, over your disease, over your energy, anytime. So then they are not in need to have questions answered through those people who sell things. Yeah. They promise the world and God and divinity, and you become the best if you only buy what they say, and there it is. So that is a false reality. It looks like reality, but it's not a reality. But the children, the new generation, there you come in as a great teacher once again. You will be able to guide the youngsters with your beautiful self, the way you do it, to not go into the false reality, but into the reality of the way we are built by nature, and equipped by nature, capacitated by nature. Mother Nature is here and now. We are able to control our happiness, our strength and health anytime. And what you do for the rest, youngsters, it is up to you. It's great, you go bungee jump or this or that, but your health, your happiness and your strength is totally, without any condition, within your possible control. That's why we are talking from experience, to say, hey, what is offered in the world with selling and buying and this and that, you don't need it. You need your beautiful self. And you can make that any day. You just get into this breathing, into the cold, and you do some physical exercise, and you will see that you have all the tools to get into the depth of the mind and control it the way Mother Nature meant it to be. That is to be happy, strong and healthy anytime when you want, because you are the master of your own mind. You own your own mind. That is the real school. There we are.
Yes. What is interesting to me is how a normal person like you became the Iceman from out of nowhere. How do you create the Wim Hof method?
Yes.
The story.
I was 12 years, man. At 12 years. At 12 years, I was looking to the world. You know, we all have been 12 years, you know. When you are 12 years, you're not stupid. You see the world, and you begin to think.
I was stupid until probably 28. I was stupid. I admit it.
I admit it too. I am also very stupid sometimes. But hey man, I'm crazy too. And I'm still crazy about my wife and my life. So it is okay to be stupid, but not to stay with it. To keep on learning. To be like a child. A child is stronger in his feeling than his thinking. Yeah. So it's like when you love somebody, you're not thinking, you're flying. That is love for life. That is what I teach the people. So I was back then stupefied, like paralyzed. What is life? What is this? What is they think disease is normal, war is normal, pollution is normal, exploitation is normal, abuse is normal, cruelty to animals is normal. All is normal. I think it is sick. This is what I said when I was 12 years to myself. I don't know what I'm going to do about it, but I'm going to change it. I'm not going to think about it, I'm going to do it. And then it starts. It's belief. In that belief, it grew. That belief became the Iceman. And now...
But how did you decide to even try this thing?
Yes.
That's the thing.
At that moment, I just decided.
Let's go into the water.
Oh, that was when I was 17. Because when I was 12, I began to think a lot. Psychology and Hinduism and Buddhism and all. It took me 5 years debating, philosophizing, thinking, sinking and feeling. And then I found the cold water. And the cold water was, well, without words, you say, this is it. You feel it. You feel deep connection within. And I felt power. I felt power. Somebody who's sincerely thinking, what is it, is also building up to meet what he is thinking of. And at the moment when it then happens, two powers come together. And that happened to me when I went for the first time into icy water in the winter in 17 and going in there Sunday morning. I just found this feeling, this unknowing feeling, conscious feeling at that moment, and I was playing with the ice, and I was astonished that the concept of icy cold water, which is so aggressive in our mind and it's dangerous and all, it was nice. It brought about a very deep, nice, arrived feeling, and that I took. And when I went out, only 1.5 minutes I was in, I went out, and the whole day I felt in a rush, like drugs. So nice. And then I thought the other day I came back, I thought maybe it's not going to happen again, but it happened again. And since then, that is 45 years ago, I've been always doing the ice bathing, like every day.
Every day.
When I'm able to do it, I do it. And I love it. But there was also sometimes, you know, in summertime, I had no money. And then I had no money, and I got a call, 2004, for example, just to exemplify how the mind grows through going into the cold water in the winter, just the winter. That's what I did then, and the rest of the year I did exercising and all. But then in June, I got a phone call, can you do a world record in September in Madrid for the Italian TV? And being part of the great show of the Guinness World Records, and you are the main one to do that. And I thought, but it's yes, of course, because I had no money, I could make money and I could
Which
be
year
famous.
was that?
In 2004.
2004.
2004, and then I got the phone call, and I said yes. But then when I hung up, it was June, and in June you have no chance if you have no money to buy ice and all and ice baths, and it's all warm, so there was no training. So I was a little bit anxious in my mind. In September, when it's still not cold, I have to go to Madrid for the Italian TV. It was taking place in Spain, but it was for the Italian TV, Rai Uno, and there I came. It was the best record ever, because I learned that it is my mind. That it's not necessarily the training, but it is your mind that is directing. You use the training to learn how your mind is working. Yeah. And it was my best record ever. It was so easy. I thought it was going to be very difficult because the whole summer there was no training, only exercising, different exercises, etc. But no cold. And then September in Madrid, it was so easy. And then I found out, it's because I've been thinking about it. I was anxious about it. I was, wow, it's gonna come. I gotta be ready. And I learned how to use the power of the mind. And since then, I've been doing that much more consciously. And then in 2011, no, not 2000, 2015. 2015 in Detroit. I showed in the brain scans, cold water comes in the brain scan in a vest with tubes to my skin. I can just by using the mind make my skin temperature not going down when cold water comes.
Yeah.
That means you learn to have, just by using the mind, you learn to control the stress which is coming to your body. You fend off physical stress just by using the mind. And now I am doing these professors, they all come together because they say Wim Hof has found the power of placebo. What normally make people healthy because they think a pill, a sugar pill is working, is a real pill. It's not a real pill. That's the mind. And that mind now, I have shown in science how to use it. So the secret of placebo, or which is actually the secret of healing by the power of our will, now is the new science. And I teach people how to heal themselves at will. And healing can be done over disease, depression, but also old trauma. And that is not only your personal trauma, but also genetical of the genetical past of our ancestors, which is in us. Now we know how to neurosignal into the DNA and to uncouple the traumatic proteins caused in past lives, which are residing in our DNA, in our cell. And with that, we are able to take away those proteins consciously, at will, the healing power, remember? So it's now, I'm doing the study with San Francisco University, the top researchers in the DNA in the world, and they see this. And so we found a way to heal from all trauma, the trauma of this life, to go into the DNA and get the best out of ourselves. And how it is done? By healing ourselves, by learning how to use our mind. And now it looked very difficult what I all did, but now my teaching capacity and my teaching power is to make it simple for everybody who is watching this, that you are in charge at will. Don't forget, and start to meditate upon that, that you with your will are able to fend off physical stress in any way, and all trauma and trauma of your ancestors. And you know what happens? You become enlightened inside. Because that's the purpose of us, to relieve us from old blockages, fears, inhibitions, traumas inside. They work on our physical body inside. And through our usage of our will, and I tell you, this is old science. You only need to make this old paradigm go away, that we could not do it. And the new paradigm is, your will is capable to fend off physical stress. That's why we come together. He went the hard way. Oh, I'm so beautiful, this and that, and oh, following the profanity of the reality and the world, and then falling down, because he is sincere. He's a real teacher. A real teacher wants to know more, and goes into the darkness, the profanity, and then pops through, because he fell, and then they come back. And those are the real teachings. And we want just to show the people, both of us, that there is a reality wherein you are in control over your own mind to bring happiness, strength, and health to you, yourself, your family, your kids, and your ancestors. And then we get a happy place in this world, guaranteed. That is power.
I think that's a great message to finish the conversation, because I had all my questions answered. And for anyone that is interested into trying the Wim Hof method, I'm going to put the link below. There's an app, right?
Yes,
there is an app. You can go to an app. It has different breathing techniques. I'm doing the basic one, which is on YouTube.
Great.
I haven't tried the other ones, but the basic one, especially for me, it works. So if you are interested, you can try it. I'm gonna put the link below. And thank you for your conversation. We're gonna have the ice bath now. So long.
Strength is in happiness.
It's
health.
in you.
Happiness,
It's
health,
in your
and
mind.
health, and that's in your mind. What is your choice? We love you.
We love you. How deep is down there?
3 meters.
Oh, it's 3 meters, so it's deep. So you gonna be the first one?
Yes.
And Zina is jumping also.
Oh, but
No?
she's very excited.
Hey Zina, you wanna jump?
Hey.
Let's go!
Yes. Woo! Hoppa!
Well done.
Right on. Woo! Go!
Oh, it's fucking cold!
Yeah, it's good. For meat to preserve. I use freezers to preserve my meat. That means this is icy water. You
How
know,
cold is it?
this is
Ooh, now this is cold.
Wow.
this is really cold,
Oh my
but
god.
this is what I like. Yeah. Oh, this is not only cold. This is a real power. The aggressive power, the impact of the icy water makes our cardiovascular system go to the best. It's an amazing power that is able to exercise millions of little muscles inside. And then the blood flow becomes so much better, much more energy, and heart rate is going down. Stress out, energy in. That's what this does. Amazing. Put your hand, long breathing. Long breathing. Long breathing.
Ooh.
This is a power inside.
Now I'm okay.
Yes, good.
Ooh.
I can feel it.
Now this is really cold.
Yeah.
It's really cold. What was the temperature?
0.
0.
0 degrees. This is,
Guys, I can tell this is really cold now.
yes.
But you need to try it in order to understand.
Understand the feeling. The feeling with this is gonna be overwhelming. It's like love. When you are in love, you don't think. When you do this, you don't think. You feel.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, done.
that's the only thing I can say now.
Let's do it. It's good. This is what I do the whole winter. When it's cold outside,
You do it here?
yes, the fitness in the snow. When it's raining,
So guys, we are here with Mr. Wim Hof,
yes.
and if you like his method, you can try it.
Lazar, Wim, you.
You.
Yes.